Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Mckoy once again. Kamusta kayong lahat? Today, we are going to review another PC case. Kung napapanood niyo yung iba kong video, napansin niyo na nagpalit na tayo ng motherboard from Tomahawk B350 to Aorus B450i Pro Wi-Fi. At dahil dyan, unti-unti na tayong napupunta sa realm ng ITX PC casing and ITX system unit. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a full review. We are going to check the totality of this PC case from outside to inside, from top to bottom, from front to back. So without further ado, man, let's review this ITX MATX PC case from Tecware. Let me present to you Tecware Fusion. Okay, so after tearing Tecware Fusion apart, man, we're going to talk about 5 things that I really liked about this PC case right here. Before I go ahead and start giving you the 5 things that I really liked and one thing that I think they can improve on, I just want to mention these 2 features that I can say is in the honorable spot of this video, man. First off, is how convenient it is in removing the top panel, side panel, bottom panel, and front panel. They really did a good job because you really don't need a screwdriver or a screw just to install or remove the side panels of this PC case. Second one is I really like how they included a box of screws here and they placed a label in each of the partitions, which makes it really easy to find if you're looking for a particular type of screw that you will need for your components. For the good things that I really liked about this PC case, my man, first off is the convenience of installing all of your parts kasi lahat ng sides is matatanggal mo. Yung side panel, you can remove the bottom panel and the top panel, making everything or making the installation really convenient. Second thing that I really like is that all of the side panels and bottom and top panels of this PC case are all mesh, which means all of the sides of this PC case has holes in it, which makes the airflow much better. Lalo na compact ang PC case na to. They really did a good job in converting all of the panels into a mesh panel. That you will be able to install an intake fan here at the bottom, 120mm fan here at the bottom. Let's say you cannot install a 120mm fan kasi lalagyan nyo ng HDD or SSD, then you will be able to install the fans at the side, which makes the airflow still good enough kahit pa walang dalawang 120mm fans dito sa baba. Number 3 that I really like about this PC case is the storage capacity. You can see there that you can install 5 3.5 HDDs or you can also install 7 SSDs na 2.5 inches sa PC case na to. So storage flexibility of this PC case, really good. That's pretty nice. Fourth thing that I really like is the compatibility in terms of motherboard and power supply. Let's say you're looking for an MATX motherboard and you wanted a PC case that is as compact as much as possible, then this PC case will really be a good fit for you because the size of this is almost for ITX motherboard only, but it's really good that this one can accommodate an MATX motherboard. So kahit meron kayong motherboard na MATX which is much cheaper than the ITX motherboards out there, you will be able to purchase it and use this PC case all in all. In terms of power supply compatibility, man, it's really flexible, bro. If you decided to go with SFX power supply, they will give you a bracket for that. And not only that, this bracket can also hold an SSD or HDD as well. So SSD dito, HDD or SSD, and then inside you can put a SFX power supply, which is awesome. But if you've decided to go with an ATX power supply, yes, you'll be able to do so because this PC case right here has a bracket for that. So kung makikita nyo dito, ayan, dito ilalagay yung ATX power supply. There are a lot of combination that you can do in terms of motherboard and power supplies. So sabihin natin meron kayong MATX na motherboard and then you have an ATX power supply, which is the usual or common components na meron sa market or meron sa mga consumers. You can still definitely use this PC case. If you're going to mount your graphics card vertically in here and then meron kayong ATX PSU, there is a size restriction. Kunyari, bibilhin nyo tong PC case na to and meron kayong ATX power supply and meron kayong tri-fan na graphics card. I just wanna let you know, my man, that it will be impossible to put your tri-fan graphics card around 300mm and up graphics card vertically in here. So the fifth one that I really like is the texture and the build quality. It's kinda matte, but the texture is really smooth. With this texture, parang nafe-feel mo na parang ang premium ng dating niya at the price of only 2,600 to 3,000 pesos. Depende sa kung sino ang nagbebenta. Pagdating naman sa build quality, I really like how sturdy it is. Kasi kahit tinanggal na natin lahat ng panels, top, bottom, side, front, hindi pa rin siya basta-basta gumagalaw. The metal that's been used and how it was built is really good because it's really sturdy. So the price point of 2,600 to 3,000 pesos, they didn't compromise with the quality of this build, mamen. As in, ang tibay niya. You all know that ITX PC cases are really expensive. So Tecware Fusion really did a good job in lowering the price as much as they can. But it's really good that they maintained the quality build of this PC case. So nice, awesome, good job. So we've already discussed the 5 things that I really like about this PC case. Let's go ahead and discuss this one thing that I think they can improve on, which is also based on the issue that I experienced. It's not really about this PC case. The recommendation that I can provide is maybe Tecware can update their website and put there on the guides the recommended size of ATX power supply and what is the type of that power supply, if it's modular or non-modular PSUs, so that buyers will be able to be guided as well. Be mindful with the size or dimension of that power supply if you're going to use an ATX power supply, mamen. Me personally, nagkaroon ako ng problema na i-install ang ATX power supply and at the same time, ikabit ang 300mm na graphics card, which is the Rx5700xt Red Devil from Power Color. My power supply is from MSI. It's called the MPG A750GF. The dimension of this power supply is 150mm in length, 160mm in width, and then 86mm in terms of height. I was able to encounter an issue kasi nung sinalpak ko na yung power supply dito sa taas, since ang length niya is 150mm and at the same time fully modular power supply, bumabangga ang graphics card ko na 300mm doon sa motherboard pin na nanggagaling sa power supply. So nagkakaroon ng incompatibility in terms of my power supply na galing sa MSI and then doon sa 300mm graphics card ko na nanggaling sa Power Color. But overall, I will not be selling this PC case because I've been looking for an ITX PC case for quite some time and Tecware Fusion is like a gift from heaven, you know. Not only it is compact enough for my needs, compact enough for being flexible, but the price point of this PC case is really good kasi nasa 2,600 to 3,000 pesos only. So if you're interested to buy this PC case, just check out my description box. I placed their link. And for the next video about Tecware Fusion, mamen, definitely I will give you an update kapag nakabili na tayo ng SFX power supply. And I will let you know as well kung nakapag-swap na tayo ng power supply from different builders, mamen. There you go guys, sana naging educational ang video na to. And sana may natutunan kayo sa akin for today. And if you did, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends. I'm gonna see you again on my next video. Peace!